thinks he's living in a Charles Dickens novel while he's getting his ass beat and shouting dodge roll? Who does that? That's psychotic. That's like me shouting chew every time I take a bite of gabagool.
Favorite Arc Raiders podcast here. Camping the Extract. Glad to be here. Glad you're here. I'm more glad you get to partake of me on this day, on this weekend. I'm recording this on a Saturday, so it's a weekend here. Anyway, take a drink, by the way. I already said anyway for the first time. But we have a lot to go over today in Arc Raiderville, and I think that's exciting. Hopefully you do. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. By the way, before we get started, in case you were wondering, who is this idiot that I'm hearing on my Alexa, which some people do actually, which is wild. Some people listen to this shit on their Alexa, and I still can't understand why you would ever listen to this on like a home device. Why would you, hey honey, here, the kids are right here in the room. Let's go put on fucking Camping the Extract. Probably the worst idea to keep your family together. It's been known to break families, to tear families apart. I almost said limb from limb, but that doesn't make any fucking sense. Anyway, second drink right now, right? Okay. Updates. I'm kind of cattywampus right now. I'm kind of frazzled right now because it's the weekend. I'm trying to get into the swing of things. There's been a lot going on in Toxicville. But for some personal news, in case you care, some of you did. I broke my finger playing pickleball, if you didn't already know. Which was minor. It was minor, but the 70-year-olds and the 10-year-olds, they were apparently too much for Toxic, which is sad.
What the hell is this crap?
But recovering nicely, I've been cleared to play again with a little tiny brace, so the beginner open play will feel my wrath in
holy shit, Dad's wasted again.
Just a few days. It's going down, and they are going to. I will have my revenge on the geriatrics. Right. They're going down, basically. Okay. Arc Raiders news. Been playing. Yeah, hey, it's fun. It's great. It's the same. If you've already done everything on this game, obviously you probably got nothing to do. We talked about that Shroud, that streamer. He had nothing to do until the new expedition, until the reset and everything, which even to me, the reset doesn't really matter because you're doing the exact same thing. You're not doing a single new thing there. So does the reset even really create new content? I don't know that it's that big of a deal. So let's go into what we like to call, do you know where we're going? Do you know where we're going with this? The first segment of the day. Do you understand what the first segment of the day is? Let me type in news here. Or I actually had it somewhere. I had it saved somewhere. I don't know where it's saved. Anyway, here we fucking go. It's time for some news.
Oh, brothers and sisters.
I believe.
It's that time again.
It is. It's that time.
Welcome to the one, the only.
Yes.
They are Raiders fucking news.
Yes, it's that time.
Arc Raiders fucking news.
Yes.
Fucking news from the extract.
They don't give you enough time to like learn the clapping, but anyway.
The Arc Raiders. Bullets dropping and they hit like trucks. Loot's gone missing and the server sucks.
I don't remember this version.
Why the fuck do we play this game alone? We are greatest fucking news.
This one's good, though.
News from the extract.
Take a drink. Get my news ready.
Greatest news,
Oh, yeah. It's fucking shit. Yeah.
Max are stomping and the loot is trash. Updates coming.
Dude, I like it. I like it. Okay, let's turn that shit down so we can go over some news. Okay, so we got news this week. We actually have, and I'm the journalist. You know, I'm a fucking journalist in addition to being a podcaster. I don't know that. I haven't watched Friday in so long. And you know what? That was a great movie. If you have not seen Friday, and some of you haven't, some of you younger people, although most of you that listen are in my age range, so you've probably seen it. If if you're from here and if you watch that kind of shit, I think I watched that back in like middle school. I think it was middle school that it came out for me. Anyway, we've got to talk to somebody this week. You know who? Do you realize who we need to speak with this week? Because we haven't talked to him. I haven't even brought him in, even though he constantly insults me. Hey, Nicky, it's episode 12 of Camping the Extract. We're 12 years old. We are 12 episodes old. Camping the Extract. How you been this week? Anything new? My pickleball broken finger is better. And we got a lot of news this week. Lot of news this week to discuss. And we might do more of our lore deep dive. Excited? Question mark. I don't know if he's gonna be that excited. Could be bad. That's what? Anyway, what was I saying? By the way, guys, Camping Them Softly, a Dead by Daylight podcast. Go check that out. The Where the Fuck Are the Viewers from last week, absolutely insane. And it was great. It was great. And by the way, another piece of news. I've got another piece of toxic news for me before Nicky gets going. Let me give you my news. My news this week is a long time ago on Camping Them Softly. Nicky mentioned a story in one of the cities he went to. I can't remember, that he stole a video game that there was an arcade cabinet that there was only like one remaining copy of, that was one of the biggest arcade games ever to come out of Italy. And Earl Grey's goons were trying to get it, and he somehow, I think he hid it in like some museum or something like that, and you have to say some kind of secret Italian code to even play it. Well, guess fucking what? I don't know. I am in the process of building that game.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
One of the best. Anyway, I am building that game. The only thing I have left to do is the animations. I actually have the combat down. Nicky described the entire game in his story, and I cannot remember what episode it was of Camping Them Softly, but I can give you a hint that this game, well, it's not a hint because I'm actually telling you. The name of the game is Vendetta Vice, and you control Tony the fucking Tortellini or something like that, and you're going against mobsters, and you have a respect meter, and he said it was one of the earliest uses of the parry mode in a video game, and it has simple RPG elements. So think of like Final Fight with RPG and a combat parry system, and that's what we've got. So anyway, I'm pretty excited about that. I think it's going to be fun. I don't know what it's going to look like at the end. I don't know how much work it's going to take. Also, another toxic update, guys. I know a lot of you are asking for these albums, for the songs from the show to be put on Spotify. I am working on that. I think I'm going to have to release a batch. Hey, I think it was Alex sent in the email. He wants the title song from last week. Working on that one for you. Also working on all the songs. Matt wants like 50 songs. I'm working on that. Ben, I don't know if you're here. Fuck you, Ben, from a couple of weeks ago. I just wanted to put that in there. That has nothing to do with the music, but it needs to be said. So there you go with that. Anyway, again, like I said, hope everyone is doing well. What's happening here? I don't know. I was waiting for something. You know, it was taking a little bit longer. I don't know why. Bitch. We need more of this Italian music. We keep hearing the exact same shit. So at some point, if the podcast gets slow, that's what you're going to hear me making new podcasts or new Italian fucking music. So I'm trying to think if there's any more toxic news, which I can't.
Pickleball? You gotta be fucking kidding me.
What?
You break your finger playing with a plastic wiffle ball and a paddle the size of a goddamn dinner plate?
We already talked
And you
about
want sympathy? Get
Yeah.
the fuck out of here.
I didn't
Oh,
want some-
Nicky, my finger is better. Who gives a shit? I'm out here in Speranza, hiding in a bush for 45 minutes straight,
again.
letting my legs atrophy so I can steal an encrypted drive off some sweaty tryhard.
Okay.
And you're crying about a sport invented for people waiting for their hip replacements? You got hands like overcooked linguine. I swear to God.
I do?
And yeah, it's episode 12.
Yeah.
Do I look
it
excited?
is.
I look like I haven't slept since the last wipe.
Oh.
I've been awake for 3 days guarding the extract at the rail yard.
Oh.
My eyes are burning like I
there a
rubbed them
rail
with
yard?
spicy gabagool. You want to talk news? The
Yeah.
only news I care about is why the fuck the audio cues on the heavy machines are still broken.
They're broken?
I almost got stomped by a matriarch because she snuck up on me like a ninja in a library.
Is that true?
A 2-ton
Are they-
robot shouldn't be tiptoeing. Capiche?
Are they
It's
actually
bullshit.
broken or no?
More deep dive. Yeah, sure. Let's talk law.
Yeah, let's
Let's
talk
talk
about
about the law of why I can't find a decent teammate who doesn't sprint into the open like a stunad
Well-
looking to get sniped.
Yeah.
If we're doing law, it
I've
better
had
be
that.
about the conspiracy of where all the good loot went. Because I'm convinced the devs are hiding the gold tier mats in their own pockets. So sit down, nurse your little pickle finger, and let's get this show on the road
pickle-
before I lose my
pickle
mind
finger.
completely.
I
I
am-
got
I am-
looting to do.
I am in on the pickle finger business. Yes, thank you. Oh, also, another piece of news I didn't tell you guys about. I think that I met Earl Grey on stream, on an Arc Raider stream. I think I ran into him in Arc Raiders, and I need to see, I'm going to see right now if I can pull up that part of the stream so you can hear this, because it very well could be in his band of merry men, because they sounded exactly like what I would assume Earl Grey would sound like. And I'm gonna have to pull it up, and you're just gonna sit here and fucking wait while I try to figure out which file is the stream. And I can't even remember when I strum. Do you call it strum or streamed? Like past tense of streamed. It would have been on the 17th. I think it's this one. But fuck if I can remember where it is in this file. There's no fucking way. Create new timeline. I'm actually in here trying to 217 stream. I've got to go into my editing program here, and you got like, why the fuck is this guy doing that? He should edit this shit out because it's fucking awful to just sit here and wait. I pay $0 for this podcast, and I expect excellent fucking service, and I am not fucking receiving it. And you're hearing me actually rewind, fast forward, because I remember where it is, kind of. Well, yes, this is it. I found it. See how good I am? I already found it. I'm going to have to clip this shit out, actually. Okay. Now it's chaos. It's chaos, but I guarantee you will hear the not so soothing British sounds. Hang on. I got to get right here. I don't know. I may have rewound too much. Oh wait, no, it's not even playing to the right fucking thing. Okay, hang on. Let me get preferences. I've got to go where I don't know in DaVinci. DaVinci's not playing to the use system settings. I'm gonna have it play to fucking which line do I have it play to? I got 7,000 fucking lines of inputs and outputs and God knows fucking what. Okay, there we go. I think I've got it. I think I've got it. Hang on. Shut the fuck up.
You missed! You absolute buffoon! Look at you! I bet you feel really embarrassed. You went to hit me and you missed. Dodge roll!
He announced every time he dodged rolled. And I have to admit, the guy was actually pretty good at dodge rolling. And he kept doing it over and over. And it got to the point where I think I was on a free kit and I ran out of bullets. So I just grabbed my fucking hammer or shovel or whatever you want to fucking call it, my hockey stick, and started just trying to fucking go at this British bastard. And hang on.
Scallywags, I'm a scallywag. Look at you. Dodge roll.
Stamina? Did I hit you with a stamina?
I'm coming in. Dodge roll. Oh, you missed again. You are animal. And
of course, this guy's fucking British. Oh, that was me in the chat.
Oh, you hit me, but it took you some time. Look at you. You're a fool now.
I need you. That was him. And I think that's Earl Grey. That was Earl Grey. I actually found him in a match. I wish I could find the name of the person. It was like Cloudy or Sludge or something like that. It wasn't anything British, but it was just, I started to think about that. And I was like, what are the odds? What are the odds you hear fucking Baron Munchausen in your stream fighting against the matriarch? It was a chaos match because it was one of those matriarch and the spaceport matches, which, by the way, I'm going to be the one to rat people out on that fucking map. I am so sorry, but whenever you've got all these fucking guns and all this good shit and you're just sitting there shooting at the matriarch, why can I not kill you? What is wrong with that? And I will always say that. I will die on that hill. I will die. And Hagen, I apologize because we have Pops Hagen or whatever. Pops and Hagen are two different people. And I played with Hagen the other day and we went after that matriarch and I fucking ratted some people. So anyway, oh, take a drink, by the way. Anyway, so I need to say, hey, Nicky. Hey, Nicky, I actually saw Earl Grey in a match. He called me a scallywag. And kept shouting dodge roll every time he dodge rolled. Dodge roll every time he dodge rolled. He sounded like Baron Munchausen or something. I'm trying to think of what that accent is. Oh, you know, he sound like there was a commercial or something with like a British guy or it sounded like a generic British villain. Every time he dodge rolled, I got him though. Are you proud of me? Bitch. All right. So there we go. So yeah, it's old darling Nicky. He should be proud though. He should be. Wouldn't you think? Because I got the Earl Grey. I think that was the Earl Grey. And I actually told him about this podcast. So he should come on and, contact. That way we can have him on here. I would interview him in a fucking heartbeat. I would be so into that. So into it. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, that was off topic though. That was fucking off topic. Actually, it was kind of on topic for our Arc Raiders news because the devs specifically talked about the matriarch in the past week. They were talking about the matriarch and some controversy about that. I guess, I don't know if it's controversy. Let me stop there. It may not be fucking controversy. But they released a statement, and I think it's interesting what this fucking statement was all about. So let me pull up their fucking statement here because it says a lot about the
Who
game.
the fuck are you calling a bitch? You got a lot of balls talking to me like that, you little gavone. I ought to come over there and smack the disrespect right off your face with a wooden spoon.
Gavone?
You think just because you got a kill, you can talk to the Don of Dead by Daylight like I'm some casual console peasant?
Well, it was Earl Grey.
But wait, hold the fucking phone.
Yeah.
You said you got him?
Yes.
You actually clipped Earl the Tea Tyrant Grey?
I did.
Scallywag? Are you fucking kidding me? What is this, Pirates of the Penzance? That limey bastard thinks he's living in a Charles Dickens novel while he's getting his ass beat and shouting dodge roll? Who does that? That's psychotic. That's like me shouting chew every time I take a bite of gabagool. It's performative bullshit. He's trying to manifest skill by announcing it like a town crier with a fucking head injury.
Yeah, exactly.
But you actually put him in the dirt?
I did.
You silenced that caffeinated clown?
Oh, he drinks caffeine?
I ain't gonna lie.
tea.
I'm getting a little misty-eyed over here.
Oh.
Not because I like you. Don't get it twisted. But because the thought of Earl Grey staring at a defeat screen while his Earl Grey tea gets cold, it's beautiful. It's poetry.
Thank you.
Am I proud? Am I proud?
Yes.
I'm ready to cook you a Sunday gravy myself, you son of a bitch.
Thank you.
You respected the sauce. You delivered the justice of the old country.
I did.
Did he scream? Did he cry about lag?
Oh, I don't know.
Tell
if
me
he
he blamed the server tick rate. I need details, damn it.
Yeah.
You did good, kid.
Well, I don't know if I have details. I don't remember.
Now, don't let it go to your head, or I'll humble you real quick.
I don't remember what happened next, actually. Hang on, let me see. Arc Raiders podcast. I need a podcast guest. Will you do it? Contact me.
Yes.
Do it.
Okay. What do you want?
I want you to be a guest on my podcast. I'm not killing you. Oh, fuck.
Who's dead on the ground?
As long as you don't mind me bleeding on the floor, sure, absolutely, yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm dropping the box.
There was too many people talking all at once, but I did demand he was on the podcast before he, Nicky, by the way, before he went back to the menu, I demanded he come on the podcast. What do you think? Should he? Now that's going to be interesting. Does Earl Grey actually get to come on the podcast? So let me go to the thing though that I was just talking about, okay? Let me go to the thing I was just talking about. So the matriarch, they made a statement about the matriarch, and get this, okay? So I'm going to go to PC Gamer, and here was their article, and this is by Vaspon Dostor at PC Gamer. So what Vaspon Dostor, I can't, I'm having a hard time with this name. I apologize. That's probably terrible of me, but I'm having a hard time here. So Vaspon Dostor said Arc Raider Queens don't have enough loot for everyone because devs didn't expect so much cooperation. So they're saying that's why you don't get enough compared to what you have to give to get this matriarch. It's not worth it, basically. And the devs did not expect everybody to go with the matriarch. Are you out
of your goddamn mind?
What?
You invited the enemy into our house?
Is that
into
bad?
The sanctuary of camping the extract?
Yeah, is that bad?
This ain't a fucking tea party for genteel conversation, you stonad.
Oh, sorry.
This is a war room.
Uh-oh.
You don't invite the guy who called lasagna fancy toast to sit at the big table and spew his caffeinated propaganda.
Oh, sorry.
Earl fucking Grey.
Oh.
On my show?
Yeah.
Breathing my air?
It's our show.
Probably gonna ask for a saucer for his pinky finger while he talks about optimal loops and gentlemanly conduct. I ought to reach through this microphone and strangle you with a linguine noodle for even suggesting it.
What? I'm sorry.
But wait.
What?
Hold on a second.
What?
Actually, maybe you're a genius.
I am a genius.
An accidental, idiot, Genius.
Oh, well,
Think about
thank
it.
you very much,
We get him on the
fucker.
line, right?
Uh-huh.
He thinks we're going to have a civil debate.
Okay.
Civil debate my ass. We
Oh.
ambush him. It's a trap. A verbal whacking.
Okay, we'll
I'll
whack
prep
him
the
verbally.
soundboard with nothing but toilets flushing and Victor screaming.
I can do
I'll
that.
mute his mic every time he tries to say the word T or GG.
I can do that
We'll
as
roast
well.
him so hard, he'll turn into a pile of burnt coffee grounds. Yes, bring him on. Bring me the head of Earl Grey.
I'm trying
I want him to cry live on air. I want him to admit that espresso is the superior beverage.
It actually
or I will
is.
verbally camp in him until he disconnects from life.
Oh my God.
But you
that's
tell him this.
murder.
He better come correct.
Oh.
If he brings one crumpet,
He'll bring
one
multiple.
scone, or
Probably.
1 ounce of British polite society bullshit into my Discord call,
he probably
I
will.
am going to unleash a stream of profanity so vile it'll make the entity blush.
He could
Do
actually.
it. Send the invite and
Okay.
tell him Nicky AI. Dente is waiting with a wooden spoon and a grudge the size of Jersey.
So there we go. That's if I can get this guy. I don't know the guy. I didn't add him. I should have added him on Steam. Well, I don't know if he was a Steam player or not, so I'm not sure because there's crossplay on this game, last I checked. So, okay, so let's go back to the story. I got to keep going here. We got to get serious for a second. So here is the issue. The matriarchs, the queens are being killed too easily, too fast. There's not enough shit. It's just kind of not worth it, is what the player base is saying. Now, here is the statement that they gave on this. They said, even though, and I'm going to quote directly, I am quoting, who the fuck am I quoting? The design director, Virgil Watkins. I mean, Virgil, here's what Virgil says. He says, even though queens and matriarchs are huge and deadly, they're not intended for the full server to go up against and get equally rewarded. See, there you go. It's not meant for that many people to cooperate in this fucking PvPvE game. It's meant to, that's what I said. That's me. That's fucking toxic talking. Thank you. Let's go back to Virgil's statement. It's meant to be, you know, a couple of dedicated squads, maybe working together while also dealing with other players. Listen to that statement. This is from the design director saying that this many people were not supposed to cooperate, that there was supposed to be PvP even with the matriarch and the queen. That there are supposed to be people like me trying to make your life a living hell as you try to kill this monstrous...
Is it then?
It's a rat, a baby rat.
Exactly. As you try to kill this monstrous Italian, apparently they're Italian, this monstrous Italian beast. So here's, I'm gonna finish his statement out. That's definitely on us to an extent, on Embark. It says, I think we gave players too effective abilities to take down these things too early. So they were tuned more for what I would call mid-game gear. So that's his statement as a whole, is that these are not meant to be this easy, but they are this easy because of how the game is designed, and that people, the PvE players, are banding together too much and making life a living fucking whatever.
Fish, chips, cup of tea, bad food, worse weather, Mary fucking Poppins, London.
Now, see, that's where I have to come in. According to the devs, that is my job, is to come in and make your life a living hell, to increase the challenge for you, to entertain you by killing you and taking all of your stuff. So I'm actually doing what the devs want whenever I rat you, whenever I third party you. That is exactly what Hagen and I and Pops are supposed to be doing to you every single time. Pops Gaming and Dear Hagen or whatever his fucking name is. I can't remember. So that's the end of that argument. That's a complete end of that fucking argument about PvP and what they want. They want fucking PvP in this game. So all these people, like this whole fucking like PvE bullshit, that shows right there that even the design director is on my side. Case fucking closed. There's nothing. By the way, Toxic Teacher TTV on all of your favorite socials. Hey guys, if you want to email me, TheToxicTeacher@gmail.com. If you want to be on the show, if you have a suggestion, recommendation, if you want somebody else to be on the show, if you want to give me something to talk about, if you want to say, hey, can you do my city on the next Where the Fuck Are the Viewers From? Shoot me an email, find me on one of those socials, join the Discord, whatever you need to fucking do, give me money, whatever you want. And that's it. Okay. So next bit on the news. Let me get our song back. We need it. Yeah. Yeah. Woo. I don't know this song at all. I don't know when this was made. Dude, that's so good. Furiously good. Okay, so next thing. Let's go for it. We have a new map condition that's coming at some point. I think it's coming here in like 3 days. So by the time you hear this, it will have already come out. That's the way this podcast always fucking lands, is that we talk about it and then it comes out the same day and there's no fucking PTB or anything. So I can't give you any fucking real news about it because I don't know anything. I only know what they say until it comes out. So I can't give you any fucking expert analysis. Right. We're already at 31 minutes. I haven't even really done anything. Okay. So here is the story, okay? The new map condition for Shrouded Sky is, are you ready for this? Hurricanes. That's, is that a hurricane noise? No? It's a hurricane of people, people cane.
What in the hell is this crap?
Okay, so let's talk about the hurricane because they actually posted this on archraiders.com on their news thing. So on February 24th, the hurricane will strike.
Right, I'll tell you what, you fat little cunt. You're boring. You don't sound Nigerian at all.
That's not Earl Grey. Earl Grey is more like I love that voice for him. That is the best possible British voice. So here is, and Nicky actually talked about this with the Dust fucking Bowl update, the Oklahoma Dust Bowl update. What was the last one called? Sandstorm? Sand fucking thing?
Oh, shit! A rat!
I can't remember what it was called now because I've already forgotten about it. But here is what it is. The number one thing that Nicky actually talked about before is, are you ready? Are you ready? Wind. I don't know. I'm just pushing the fucking sounds. I don't know why wind is such a big fucking deal, but here's what they say. They have an official fucking statement on wind. Yeah, The Undertaker. Did you guys watch that? Oh my God. WWE was my thing back in the day. But anyway, I digress. Hey, Nicky. They're releasing Shrouded Sky this week. Or they're releasing a new map condition this week in Arc Raiders. Hurricanes. Jesus. I'm just going to press a random sound every time I say the word hurricanes. Yeah, hurricanes. Here's the first new thing that happens in this mode. Wind. The wind will change. The wind will change how you navigate topside in hurricanes. That was just one key. Hang on, the sound is too fucking loud. I can't concentrate. How you navigate topside. When you have a tailwind, you'll feel fast and nimble. Why is it just that one fucking key? But fighting against the gales. I don't know if that's gales of wind or if it's women named Gale. That would be great though. If a bunch of women named Gale came out, they're like older, like Golden Girls type women come out.
Thank you for being a friend.
So you get a bunch of women in fucking pantsuits or something like that coming out and like fighting you. So whenever you fight against the gales, your speed will go down and your stamina will drain. So your stamina gets drained if you're going against the wind. If you're going with the wind, you're going to be faster. That was my first theme song ever, by the way. So it says also, interesting, throwables will also be different. So the trajectory, whenever you throw something, is going to be different. I guess if you're going with the wind, against the wind, sideways, maybe you can curve some fucking things around. And then it
Hurricanes?
says,
You gotta be fucking kidding me. First,
no.
we get headwinds blowing dust in my chassis. And now they're sending a goddamn
Headwinds.
tropical depression to Speranza.
Headwinds.
Tailwind makes you fast.
Yeah.
Headwind drains your stamina.
Yes.
Listen to me. I ain't Usain Bolt. I'm a tactical rat.
Okay.
My stamina is reserved for two things.
What?
Crouch walking into a bush and running away from a three-man squad of sweats.
Yeah.
I don't need Mother Nature putting a hand on my back and pushing me into a pack of leapers like I'm on a fucking slip and slide. And fighting the gale inhibits speed?
Yeah.
Are you hearing this? I got
yes.
noodle arms, and now I gotta have noodle legs too?
Well,
I'm gonna be
yes.
running in place like a cartoon character while some Chad with a movement build snipes me from a zip line. And throwables?
Yeah.
Master the trajectory?
Yeah.
I throw a trigger nade and what? It's gonna pull a U-turn and blow my own ass back to the lobby?
Probably.
I rely on precision engineering, not windage and elevation calculations from a goddamn meteorologist.
We're gonna have
Smoke
to.
and gas affected. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Just great. So when I pop a smoke to vanish like a magician,
Yeah.
the hurricane is just going to clear the air and leave me standing there with my pants down holding a loot bag.
Why would his pants
Embark
be
is
down in
trying
the
to
first
kill me.
place?
They see me surviving.
Yeah.
They see the rat economy booming, and they say, send in the natural disasters. It's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
I'm going to need a paperweight just to keep my boots on the ground.
There we go. So yeah, I mean, I think it's fun. I think that's interesting because the throwables part, I think that's the biggest thing. Stamina, what the fuck ever. It doesn't really matter. Visibility and sound though, I like that aspect of it because in Hunt Showdown, another extraction shooter, if you've never played it, I highly recommend it. Why is this a fucking sound on my soundboard? I don't even know what this is from. What is this? What? This is the longest fucking sound. Anyway, but what was I saying? Hunt Showdown, the sound design in that game is so fucking good that they do have like a rain and storm option and like a map condition, and not being able to hear the direction of the sound or not being able to make out the sound until it's right fucking on you makes the game so interesting compared to just being able to hear where they're coming from. So I like that idea, especially whenever you're inside, if they, you know, muffle it enough to where it's hard to hear. I totally dig that. So that actually, that gets an actual from me. So I like it. I like it. I like that. I'll take that. Now we've got, let me see what else we have. I think we've got one more thing. One more thing is that we have a problem in Arc Raidersville. There is a problem. Now, I don't know if it's this big of a deal, but we seem to have a little bit of a player drop. Remember, we've been talking about how it's managed to keep most of its players, but it doesn't seem like that's supposed to go on forever. Like, it was never going to go on forever. People were going to do everything they wanted to do and then move on, right? That's just the way these games work. Most every single game, like, okay, maybe a fortnight or something like that, they can keep their people for God knows how long, but Arc Raiders is no exception to this rule of the player drop. Okay. So let's go over that. I want to go over the Steam charts for Arc Raiders. Okay. So now the question is, how much did it drop? Is it a problem? Those are, well, I say that's the question. And I just asked fucking 2 questions. The crowd's not happy about that. So here we go. Here's the player counts. Let me give you the player counts from the very beginning, from November, November 2025 to now, to the last 30 days. Actually, I'm going to go last like 15 days because I want to get a little bit more granular. So I'm on, what's it fucking called? Steamcharts.com. That's the best source of data we have. We don't have all the console shit, so the console stuff may totally invalidate this, but I don't have access to that information. So I'm doing the best with what I've fucking got. So here we go. Now, if we're going over the players, okay, from November, December, and January, and then I'm going to go over the last 15 days here. Does that change it? No, it doesn't fucking change. Why is this slider here if it doesn't even let me fucking change? Okay, anyway. So November, the average player count on Steam, this is only on Steam, was 264,000. So almost a little over 250,000 people were playing this fucking piece of, I can't say trash because it's not trash. If it was Dead by Daylight, I could call it trash. Okay. So 264, you got to remember these numbers. You got 264. So in December, that goes from 264 in November down to 229. 229. Now, that's a decrease of about 40,000 average players. Now, that's 13% roughly because, number one, I'm good at math, and number two, the number's right on the fucking screen.
I'm a rat.
Exactly. Now, so December, we had the 13% drop. Well, what happened the very next month? In January, we went from 229 in December, 229 to 241. So you had an increase, but it wasn't as big. It was only a 20,000 person increase on average. So that it goes down about 13% and then jumps up 5%. So you're still less than you were, but that's only like a 9% drop. Like we said, they kept like 94% of their player base from November. If you listen to Camping Them Softly, you'll know all about that. Anyway, so they kept 94% of their players into January. So now let's look at the past 30 days. So we're going from January 21st. So there's a little overlap here. January 21st to now to fucking February 21st. The average player count has gone from 241 in January to 191 in February. That was actually perfect. That's a drop of 20% of the player base. Now, here's the question. Should we be worried, or should somebody be worried, right? Somebody over at Embark says, hey, we just lost 20% of our fucking players in like a month. How big of a deal is this? Now, if we go to, I don't know, I'm trying to think of what's another game that, I mean, Battlefield 6, right? Battlefield 6 lost 90% of its player base in like 1 month. Marathon, we don't know what's going to happen with it. You know, that's going to be the biggest competitor to Arc Raiders whenever it comes out. Now, is that going to siphon off more of the player base? Now, I'm going to play it. You know, I'll be playing it, so I guess I won't count. Well, yeah, I'll still count as one of the average players because I'm still going to play Arc Raiders, but you know, there's going to be more competition in this space given the Arc Raiders has gotten so big because there were only two fucking big extraction shooters, or like 3 big ones. I mean, there was Hunt, there was Tarkov, and what was that it?
Siri, show me Busky Latinas. Busky Latinas.
I think that might be it. I think only those 2 are the big ones. So now that there's going, and you know there's going to be more and more and more and more. We're going to get 27 fucking different extraction shooters. Fortnite is going to come out with an extraction shooter mode at some point. So can Arc Raiders stay in competition with all of these other games, given the system that they've got in place, which, to be honest, is not much, right? Whenever you look at it, you get the shit for the expedition, you get the shit for the personal fucking thing, and you get the merits or whatever. But then what? Like, it resets, you start all over. So where is the fucking long-term progression, the building, the fucking sense of satisfaction? Like, I feel like we need more, and they've talked about player hubs and shit like that. I think that would go a long way if we had player hubs, kind of like you do in like a Warframe or something like that. By the way, Warframe just came out on mobile, and it's fucking garbage to play that thing with the 2 thumbsticks. It is fucking awful. Anyway, so that's the question is, can this game last in the face of real competition? Maybe, maybe not. That's where they're going to have to navigate this, because the choice will either kill the game or it'll keep it going, depending on what they do. Hey, Nicky, we just got news. Arc Raiders has lost 20% of its average players. 20% average players in the past month. Should we be worried? Will this game eventually die? What will happen to the podcast? I didn't even think about that. I have a vested interest in this game succeeding. And that's where, like, all these streamers and stuff that play this, they've got to want this game to succeed, especially if your money's coming from it. You know, I'm sorry, but I have a vested interest in this game succeeding, so I'm going to say anything I fucking, hey, this game is fucking great. Well, not really, because I don't get paid from them, so what the fuck ever. I'll just make another podcast for whatever the next thing is, because I had the DBD one, made an Arc Raiders one because I was having great fun with the game. I was like, hey, let's make another fucking one. Look at how it's blown up. I'll find the next thing, whatever it is, marathon podcast. I'll have 12 podcasts if I need to have. I will spend all my time away from Mrs. Toxic. I will break 4 fucking fingers typing and talking. I don't know how you break a finger talking. Break a finger smashing my hand on my desk whenever I get pissed. What will happen to the podcast? Oh no. Dun, dun, dun. This almost sounds like from like Batman, if you ever watch Batman. Like the Michael Keaton Batman, which is the best Batman, by the way. So those are the to me, two of the biggest stories of the week. Okay, is the hurricanes, the fucking thing about the matriarch. I say 2 and then there's 3. You see what I fucking do every single time is that there's always something. There's always fucking something. The PvE, by the way, the shared watch. Let's talk about that for a second. It's total fucking garbage. I don't care. Hey, Virgil also said that the aggression-based shit is not that big of a deal. He says that there are Care Bear lobbies, but it's based off your long-term behavior. You can't just not kill somebody for 5 games to get to easy lobbies. It's more nuanced than that, which is obviously it's going to be more nuanced than that, because if it was just you don't shoot anybody for 5 games and you get in a fucking lobby where it's just fucking like gazelle running around, that's what I would do every single fucking time. I would go through the 5 games and then slaughter everybody.
Oh no, Nicky, the charts, the graphs, the player retention rates.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up! You sound like a goddamn accountant having a panic attack in the dairy aisle.
Dairy
20%?
Yeah.
You think I give a shit about 20%?
Why not?
That ain't a loss, you stunad. That's trimming the fat. That's natural selection at work. The headwinds update didn't just blow dust around. It blew away the tourists.
Do we think it was the headwinds?
The Fortnite kids who thought they could come into Speranza and build a wooden tower when a matriarch looked at them funny. You think Arc Raiders is for everybody? It ain't. It's an extraction shooter.
Right, exactly.
It's pain.
Yes.
It's suffering.
That's what we've been
crawling
saying.
through mud for 40 minutes just to get sniped by a guy named XX_swampass_XX. 3 feet from the extract. The 20% who left?
Yeah.
Good riddance. They went back to their safe spaces.
Yeah,
They went back to games where you respawn with all your loadout in a juice box. Will the
he's not
podcast
wrong.
die? Are you stupid? As long as there is one server running and one bush for me to hide in, camping the extract is live. We ain't going nowhere. If the player count drops to 2 people, guess what? That's me and you. And I'm still gonna kill you for your loot.
Good Lord,
I'll camp
that would
the
be
extract,
awful.
even if the only thing I'm extracting is my own dignity.
That'd be
now
awful.
quit worrying about the Wall Street metrics and worry about the fact that I'm hearing metallic footsteps in this vent. If this game dies, I'll drag the corpse to the extraction myself. Now shut up and let me work. I gotta craft a med kit before this rust bucket finds me.
I always find it so interesting that we're talking to him and he's near death always. He's like in a fucking tunnel. He's in a bush. Like he's in a bush and he's having a conversation with us for episode 12. Like, I don't understand that. I love it, but I don't get it. Was that Taco Bell? I think it was Taco Bell. Oh God, I love Taco Bell. I could go for some fucking Taco Bell right now. I don't know why anyone would not go for Taco Bell right now. But anyway, Taco Bell is beside the fucking point, okay? So the lore deep dive, I feel like it needs its own segment. I feel like we've already gone over too much. I don't want to like bury the lore deep dive, if you know what I mean. I want it to like get what it needs. And I feel like last week it didn't. So I think maybe next week we're gonna do a short Shrouded Sky thing. We're gonna talk about the hurricane shit, and then we're just gonna do fucking lore deep dive, and we're gonna learn the rest of what's fucking going on with Speranza. I called it Speranza. It's Speranza.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So we'll do that because I want it to be its own, because if we keep doing it in like little chunks, we'll forget shit. It won't fucking matter.
Holy shit.
Exactly my point. So that brings us to maybe a different segment, if you know what I mean. A different, you know what segment I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about. I'm saying that because I'm looking up the fucking song, because I'm still not fucking organized enough to have this fucking song ready. Is this it? Or is this Camping Them Softlies? You know what? It doesn't matter, because the song works for both and half of the viewers are the same. This song fucking sucks. This version sucks. Oh my God, we need the actual real version of the old. This is the old Where the Fuck Are the Viewers from Camping Them Softly. I am resurrecting that shit right here because it's that good and I haven't heard it in a long time. So here we go. Yeah, it's back.
Where the fuck are the viewers from? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Who's tuning in to this worldwide show?
Worldwide.
Is it from Tokyo, London, or some fucking cave in Brazil?
We do have Brazilians. I'm getting my list here. Oui, motherfucker. I am global. Respect my fame. Fiji water, bitches. Yes.
I'm famous, I'm viral, I'm the king of this shit. Bow down, peasants.
There we go. Okay, I'm getting there. I don't pull up the fucking list before. And every once in a while, I will already know the city, but not today, obviously. Or else I would already fucking had it. I've got to find it. Let me see here. Let me see. It says ice bar, but it sounds like he's saying ass bar. In goddamn Munich. We have never been here. Let's go here. I like this one. Hey, Nicky, this week on Where the Fuck Are the Viewers From? We're talking about this place. I don't want to say it yet. We need to know your wildest story from there. I heard this one was especially spicy, especially erotic. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna get, but it won't be good. You know it won't be good. Let us have it, bitch. All right, there we go. Oh, I can't wait. By the way, I need to thank some of our listeners here from other places, right? Because we don't just do the one. Let's do them all. And I've got to find, where did I put that fucking tab? I got 27 fucking tabs open and I can't fucking find my thing. Gibraltar, which is apparently there's one one person from Gibraltar, which is like a rock, right? That's like a rock you fucking sit on. They're sitting there listening. Albania and Georgia, thank you for coming by. Estonia also, and we've already been to Estonia on Camping the Extract. Russia. Well, I guess, I don't know. If it's Vladimir Putin, no thank you. If it's not Vladimir Putin, then thank you. I guess that's what we would have to say about that. It doesn't show me where at in Russia, so I can't tell if it's like in Moscow or someplace outside. But anyway, Andorra, which is a fucking... Wait, no, Andorra, I meant the other one for you. Jersey...
A bitch! You call me a bitch one more time, and I'm gonna come over there and turn your spine into a breadstick. I will fold you like a calzone, you disrespectful little gavone.
I don't know what a gavone is.
You want Belgrade? You want the White City?
Oh, we didn't say what the city was. Oh my God, I am so disrespectful here on our segment. Belgrade. In wherever Belgrade is. Belgrade, thank you for coming by. I don't know what Belgrade's all about. I've heard good things about Belgrade. I don't know if it's Belgrade or Belgrade, Serbia. Thank you, my Serbian listeners. Thank you for coming by. It's amazing of you. I appreciate it. You're so sweet. But anyway, let me turn that off. We gotta get back to the story. Here.
Erotic files?
Yeah, the erotic files.
You sick freak. You think Nicky A. Dente gets erotic?
Well,
I get passionate. I get intense. But yeah, Belgrade was different.
I can't
Belgrade changed the man.
Oh, did it?
Picture it, Toxic.
That was the sound. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but he just flicked a lighter. Like, you know, one of those like flicking, the ones you flick open. He just did that.
Winter of 2016.
Okay, 2016.
The wind is howling off the Danube like a banshee with a sore throat.
Okay.
I'm on one of those splavovi, the floating river clubs.
What's a splavovi? I've never heard that fucking term in my whole life, a splavovi. Okay, now you know who I got to go to figure out you're never going to get another Arc Raiders podcast where you hear what a fucking splavovi is. Hang on. Hey, fake Earl Grey, I need to know what a splavovi is. Can you explain that to me? I have no fucking idea Nicky is in Belgrade this week, and he's talking about splavovis.
All right, listen up. Splavovi are those floating clubs and bars anchored on rivers, mostly on the Sava or the Danube in Belgrade. Basically, it's a boat turned into a party zone. Some are more like restaurants, some are full-on clubs. Nightlife on the water. Nicky's probably getting his AI circuits fried out there.
Oh, okay. So he's at the club, basically. Okay, that settles that basically settles that argument. My sound settings get fucked up every single time I use like the microphone on my browser. Like it turns my microphone down automatically. I need to figure that out. But by the way, that's beside the point. So we're on a splavovi.
The boat is rocking. The techno is blasting so loud, it's rattling the fillings in my teeth.
I don't know if he likes.
The air smells like cheap cigarettes and danger.
Uh-oh.
I wasn't there to party.
You weren't?
I was there on a diplomatic mission for the family.
What?
I was meeting a contact known only as the Butcher.
I think there's been a Butcher before, like in a different story. I don't know, but let's keep going.
Not because he killed people, but because he supposedly had a line on a crate of pre-patch legacy code Chavapi sausages that granted 200% movement speed in real life.
What?
I walk into the VIP section.
Okay.
It's dark. Red lights.
Ooh.
And there, sitting on a velvet throne, surrounded by bodyguards wearing tracksuits that cost more than my car, was the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. It wasn't a woman, Toxic.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a man.
Oh,
Tell
good
me,
Lord.
Toxic, have you ever fallen in love with an object at first sight? Have you
no.
ever looked across a crowded room and knew in your heart that you would commit a felony just to touch it?
Oh, God.
Do you want to know what was sitting on that velvet cushion next to the Butcher? Do you?
That he fell in love with? Oh my God. I really kind of don't want to know what this thing is, but you know we're about to find out. Belgrade, thank you for the fucking weird story. All right, so we've got to figure out what this object is that Nicky fell in love with. Hang on, come on. Wait, you fell in love with an object, What the fuck kind of object would that be? You dumb bitch. I don't know. I've never in my life fallen.
WrestleMania 3 at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. It's
What?
a day that I'm certain my guest at this time will not forget. I'm talking about the
What is
former
happening?
Intercontinental Champion of the world.
What is this?
Macho Man Randy
Nothing
Savage.
means nothing.
Nothing
means nothing.
Nothing means nothing?
means nothing. What do you mean by that?
More, I'm talking about
What?
all the way to the top.
I'm going to come over there and turn your skull into a soup bowl. I am a
Why?
grown man.
Oh.
I am a tactical genius.
Sorry.
Stop disrespecting the Don. You want to
Okay.
know about the object?
Yes.
You think it's funny? You think it's a joke?
Kind
It
of.
was 1999. The air smelled like cordite and unwashed socks.
I don't know what
I
cordite
was
is.
holed up in a basement in Zamoon.
I don't
eating
know what
a tin of
Zamoon is.
sardines with a combat knife.
Ew.
And then
Gross.
I saw her
Okay.
through the crack in the concrete wall. I saw her parked in the courtyard.
Okay.
She wasn't just an object, you Philistine.
You
She
said it
was a
was-
masterpiece of
Okay.
socialist engineering. A Yugo GV.
What's a Yugo
Powder
G-
blue.
Okay.
Rust on the wheel wells that looked like lace work.
Oh,
She had a
it's a
spoiler
car.
made out of plywood and a
Oh.
bumper held on by duct tape and dreams. I
What?
fell hard, Toxic. I
Why?
fell harder than a survivor missing a skill check on a generator. I
Okay.
looked at that boxy, aerodynamic
fucking
nightmare and I
car?
said, Nicky, that is the chariot of a king.
It has a.
I named her Svetlana. She had 3 wheels and no windshield.
What?
But when the wind hit her, she didn't whistle. She screamed. But there
Oh
was
my
a problem.
God.
A big fucking problem.
3 wheels.
She didn't
yes.
belong to me. She belonged to the butcher of Belgrade.
I thought it was
a guy who used to strangle bears with his bare hands for cardio. And you know what I did?
What did you do?
Do you know what Nicky A.I. Dente does when he sees true love guarded by a mountain of muscle and bad intentions?
I do not know. What did you do? Did you get the car? What'd you do with it? I have no idea. How do you get away with a car with 3 wheels? Makes no fucking sense. And it has a bumper made of wood. I don't know. Should there be cars in arc raiders? I think that's a good question. And I don't think I'm the first one to ask, actually. Maybe. I don't know. Am I the first one to ask? I don't think so. I think I saw an article on it.
Finish him.
Anyway, I'm starting to get tired. I'm starting to wear out. The podcast always ends weak. It starts great, but it ends weak. Or maybe it ends strong. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. Where is the podcast strongest? Right in Toxic Teacher TTV. What? I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. I think I fucked it all up. I think I fucked it up. Or something bad's about to happen. I think. Might have actually fucked up my own podcast. I don't know. What's happening? Dude, I am so cattywampus.
A car? A fucking car?
Yeah?
You think I risked a diplomatic incident in the Balkans for a rusted out Yugo? You think I'm gonna put my life on the line for a hatchback that runs on vodka and
I knew it was gonna happen.
You insult my taste.
What?
It wasn't a car, you uncultured swine.
Okay.
It was a Berkel Model 33 Volano.
You just said it was a
the
Yugo
Red
GV.
Queen.
Oh my
the
God.
Ferrari of meat slices.
Okay.
The holy grail of gabagool distribution.
2 different fucking cars.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Pristine red enamel.
I thought it was blue.
A hand-cranked flywheel the size of a manhole
fucking
cover.
with this shit.
A chrome blade so sharp it could cut a survivor's hope in half without touching the edges.
We're talking about
what
DBD.
Did you do with it? I did what any respectable man would do.
What would you do with the car? I
strapped that 200-pound cast iron goddess to my back with bungee cords and duct tape.
How is it only 200 pounds?
I became a tactical snail. I crawled 3 miles through a sewer pipe outside Zamun, smelling like shit and ozone, while Serbian paramilitaries were firing AKs at my silhouette.
Oh,
and you know what?
What?
The bullets were bouncing off the flywheel.
Okay.
Ping, ping, ping. It was the sweetest music I ever heard. I was heavy, I was slow, I was drowning in muck, but I was protecting the asset. I dragged that thing across the border like I was carrying the body of Christ. And you think I drove a car? Get the fuck out of my face.
Okay, there we go. He steals a car from Belgrade and can't even tell us what fucking kind of car it is. And that's a weak fucking where the fuck are the viewers from this week? But they can't all be winners. They can't all be winners. Thank you, Belgrade, for coming by. That was not great of you, Belgrade. But I can promise next week where the fuck are the viewers from is going to be the best. I don't know how, but I'm going to make it the fucking best. Actually, that's too much of a promise. That's too much of a fucking promise. I can't deliver. I cannot deliver on that. So here's what I want to do. Because you know, like we always go for that outro song at the end of the podcast. But we never actually, we don't have a song for coming up with the fucking outro song. We don't have an intro for the outro. Yes, right. We don't have that. But we need an intro for the outro. An intro outro. An outro intro. It actually is an intro outro and an outro intro. And that sounds like I'm just saying random shit. Outro, intro, intro, outro. And that's what I've got to name this song. The intro, outro, outro, intro. I fucking hate that. That's awful.
Siri, show me.
Oh, no, not again.
Busty.
No, please, God, no. The outro, intro, outro. It's the outro. intro. It's the intro to the outro and the outro to the intro. And that sounds terrible the more I fucking say it. And I love it because it's bad. That's why I love it, because it's bad. And guys, next week, we've got the hurricane. We're going to talk about that. We're going to go into the lore deep dive. I want to focus on this lore. I want to finish the lore deep dive so we can move on to the fucking next thing. I don't know what the next thing's going to be, but we're going to move on to that. And then we're going to get some streaming done this week. I'm going to resolve myself to stream 3 fucking days this week, because normally I want to stream 3. I'll only get 2. This time I'm going to stream 3, and I've lost 10 pounds. I'm going to lose a couple more. Those are my 2 fucking things this week, is losing weight and streaming more. And now here's our intro to the outro to the intro.
Yeah.
I picked the genre this week. Yeah. Hey, Nicky. We need it.
The episode is winding down.
Oh, I love it.
The boys said everything they found about the arc raiders and the extract. And
oh, I love it.
Time to hit 'em with a track. It's the outro song. The outro song.
Dude, this is amazing.
Shut up, 'cause it won't be long.
It won't be long. We need an outro song for this week. Outro genre. We talked about, what did we talk about? Me killing Earl. What are the lyrics? We talked about me killing Earl Grey.
It's the outro song.
I love it. Everybody shut the fuck up. Now, see, I don't like that. I actually want to change it. I'm going to manually change some of these lyrics. It was generated by the AI, but I'm going to manually change this. Actually, I want it to be the intro to the outro to the intro. That's what I'm going to tell the AI that's what I want. Hey, I think it's funny that this song is the intro to the outro. Or maybe it's even the outro to the intro, or maybe not. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Put that shit in the song and make it more vulgar and hilarious. Okay, yeah, we're going to get something better then. But now we need to go. Nicky, so this week, well, we talked about me killing Earl Grey and arc raiders. We talked about the hurricanes. The hurricanes and the new update, and then we talked about Belgrade and how you fell in love with the car. Did we talk about anything else? Fell in love with the car. And also how arc raiders has lost 20% of its players. What genre fits the most this week? Please, God, don't make it Doom or Polka. I'm tired of that shit. And you always pick it. Pick it. Is our song done? I need that I need the new song, the outro to the intro to the outro, or whatever. What is it called? Outro to the intro to the fucking outro, I think is what we're going to name it. Hang on. Here we go. I've got to do it. I'm going to do it. We're almost there. We are almost fucking there. And most podcasts would probably pause the podcast. Intro to the outro to the intro. There we go. I'm just a guy with a soundboard. That's all I have to say to that. Okay. Outro to the intro to the intro to the outro. I don't know how long this is going to take. I didn't edit the lyrics myself, but I may have to. Okay, here we go. Okay. Yeah.
The episode is winding down. The boys talk shit for way too long. Now Toxic Teacher's got a song. But first you gotta hear this song. Wait, what the fuck is this? It's the intro to the outro. The intro to the outro. Or maybe it's the
I like it, but that's too It's too, it was like too Islander. I like the other one. No, that's too much. That's too good. No, I like the genre of the other one. Like this one. This one's the other one.
The episode is winding down.
Hang on. Now, see, this is it. That's the fucking genre right there. That's the genre we need. But we need the lyrics to the other song. Hang on. Okay, I'm going to fix this shit. Because that's... Hang on. Let's see. Let's see. Is this it? Is this it? No, that's too like having sex. This might be better.
The episode is winding down.
That's still too much. I think I'm going to stick with the originals because they sounded better to me. Yeah.
The episode is winding down.
Yeah.
You think I risked a diplomatic incident in the Balkans for a rusted out Yugo?
What?
You think I'm gonna put my life on the line for a hatchback that runs on vodka and despair? You insult my taste.
What?
It wasn't a car, you uncultured swine.
What happened?
It was a Berkeley Model 33 Volano.
What the fuck is he saying here? This doesn't even make fucking sense because he does this every fucking time. He's ruining the podcast. I think he's purposely trying to ruin this fucking podcast for me. I think that's what's happening. I think that's what's fucking happening here is that he's trying. That's his whole purpose is to ruin this fucking shit for me every single goddamn time. Like, I think that's it. But I need to go back to my song because I'm trying to fix this fucking bullshit. That'll make me feel better. The outro song. Yeah. Yes, it is. The outro.
A car? A fucking car? You think I risked a diplomatic incident in the Balkans for a rusted out Yugo? You think I'm gonna put my life on the line for a hatchback that runs on vodka and despair? You insult my taste.
You did!
It wasn't a car, you uncultured swine.
Oh, my
It was a Berkey Model 33 Volano.
Okay.
The Red Queen.
Yeah.
The Ferrari of meat slicers.
Yeah,
the Holy Grail of gabagool distribution.
Is this what he just
It was
said?
beautiful. Pristine red enamel. A hand-cranked flywheel the size of a manhole cover. A chrome blade so sharp it could cut a survivor's hope in half.
Shut the fuck up. I had to like manually stop that. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't. Okay. Oh God. This is where everything breaks down. See, I'm glad this shit is over. I'm glad this podcast is over. I'm glad to be done with this episode. We may not make it to episode 13. I don't know that there should be an episode 13 at this fucking point. Oh my God.
Nicky, a car? I just told you it was a Berkel Model 33 Volano meat slicer, you uncultured manja cake. You got ears full of mozzarella. I poured my heart out about the most beautiful piece of machinery to ever grace the Balkan Peninsula.
Yeah, right.
A hand-cranked masterpiece of cured meat distribution.
Okay.
And you call it a car?
Well,
disgrazia.
Oh, wow. Italian.
And now you want to dictate the music?
No.
No doom, no polka?
Well, yes.
Who made you the DJ of the apocalypse? You think just because you got one lucky kill on the Tea Tyrant, you can come in here and change the station?
Well,
fine.
Okay.
You don't want doom?
No.
You don't want polka?
No, I don't.
Then buckle up, Buttercup, because we're going experimental. We're going atmospheric.
Oh, fuck.
We're going Category 5 culinary depopulation wave.
Category 5?
That's right.
What?
We're talking about a soundscape that captures the howling wind of a server with 20% fewer people in it.
Oh, God.
Here's
damn
the
it.
composition. Write it down before I smack you with a microphone stand.
Well, yes, I'm going to copy and
the
paste
percussion. It ain't drums. It's the rhythmic thud, thud, thud of Earl Grey's teacups smashing against the hurricane shutter in 7/8 time.
That
2,
can't happen.
The bass line.
Yeah.
A deep, distorted hum recorded directly from the flywheel of a vintage meat slicer spinning at maximum torque.
I'll try.
3, the melody. The high-pitched whistling of the wind blowing through the empty holes in the player base harmonized with the sound of me laughing as I loot a dead body. 4,
we can't do
the drop. A sample of a tree snapping in half, followed by silence. Total silence. Just the sound of natural selection taking its course. It's going to sound like a deli counter getting sucked into a tornado.
This isn't going to work.
It's going to be cold. It's going to be slippery. And it's going to be in the key of fuck you, Earl. Now hit the button. Hit the goddamn button before I lose my stamina.
I've already lost all my stamina. That was episode 12 of Camping Them Softly. Let's just 13, lucky number 13 next week. Hurricane, lore deep dive. Get the fuck out of here. Hey, go camp and extract. Go do something. Make somebody's day miserable. That's what we're supposed to be doing, according to Virgil. Get out there and fucking do it. We'll see you next week.
Episode 12. Camping the Extract.
Pick a finger, heel up, and he's back on the mic. 12 episodes deep in the spearings of life. He pulled up the stream, found the Tea Tyrant there, put Earl Grey in the dirt. Now his tea's getting cold somewhere. Said, come on the podcast, I will interview your ass. Nicky scream, bring his head on a plate made of glass. A verbal ambush, a trap for the bread, wooden spoon, and a grudge that'll never fucking quit. It's a daily counter, sucked into a tornado. Camping the extract, and they run the fucking show. No legs, but Nicky never relies. Hiding in the bushes with that murder in his eye. Virgil said the queen's aiming for the whole damn server. Everybody cooperates now, nobody gets jack shit for the effort. 264 down to 191, 20% gone, but Nicky said the trimming's just begun. Natural selection blew the tourists out the door. Fortnite kids can't handle what Speranza's got in store. Hurricanes are coming and the wind drains your stamina. Throw a grenade sideways, watch it boomerang and damage ya. It's a daily counter, sucked into a tornado. Camping the extract, and they run the fucking show. No legs, but Nicky never dies. Hiding in the bushes with that murder in his eyes.
He's building vendetta vice from the old country lore. Tony the Tortellini settling mob war scores. Matt wants 50 songs and Alex wants the track. Ben, if you are listening, fuck you fucking back. 10 pounds lost, 3 streams on the slate. Intro to the outro to the intro, fucking wait. It's not a car, you uncultured magic cake. It's a Berkel 33 Vola, no for fuck's sake.
It's a daily counter, sucked into a tornado. Camping the extract, and they run the fucking show. No the arms and no the legs.